Today I'm going to be talking about our own personal spiritual matrix, something we all have in common. The definition of matrix is something within or from which something else originates. Most of us were raised in a traditional background with Western medicine. When we have a medical issue, we go to doctors or nurses and expect to be taken care of. But have you ever been disappointed with them? Maybe they couldn't help you with the challenges with your family members or yourself. Perhaps then you looked into other treatments for help. This started you on a journey to look outside the box. And everyone's journey is different. The first step in a journey is the awakening of yourself. It is to realize who you are. This beautiful journey is to serve you. So even if there are difficult parts of your life, maybe you suffered, it's time to start thinking, I'm not that story. Step away from that story. Think, I can actually change my story. It's not just physical. There are many levels, and I refer to it as our own personal or spiritual matrix. If you can imagine, you are a matrix that consists of a body, a mind, an emotional body, and a spiritual body. This all creates a matrix which we can create in our life. Just waking up to the fact that we are creating our life. That's the big awakening, and it's happening now. We are realizing that we create our reality. Have some of you heard this before? Diane has. If not, it might sound strange to you. In our quest for health and wellness, our thoughts matter. If a person has thoughts that they are going to be ill, and kept talking about the disease and thinking about the disease, the person would be operating at a very low frequency. They are putting out into the universe or the universal field those negative thoughts. Unfortunately, what ultimately happens to this person is they become even more sick. People are responsible for their own personal matrix. People are creating their reality more than they ever realized. So when you're thinking, why is this happening to me? Or, I'm in a horrible place right now. These are all thoughts, and they are very powerful thoughts. It is very important to become aware of what you are thinking every single day. And to start saying to yourself, what if I had a different thought? What if I did something different today? Instead of getting out of bed this way, I'll get out of bed another way. Could be a good start. Something simple. And instead of thinking, I feel terrible today, your thought is, I'm going to feel amazing today. The minute you start thinking in a different way, you will feel amazing. Right now, let's try it. Think, I feel happy. Say to yourself, I am happy. And really feel the happiness. More people are smiling, that's great. What happens to you when you say that and you really mean it, and it's coming from your heart? Do you feel better? You're just experiencing yourself influencing your own personal matrix by feeling and choosing to be happy. Think of it as choosing to feel or to think thoughts that serve you. What would be a thought that serves you? Does anything come to mind? Maybe all you want is to bring hope that there is something positive in the world instead of things you see on TV news. Sometimes it's overwhelming and chaotic hearing about the wars and the natural disasters every single day. Right now, you can provide hope and unity, but you have to create it within yourself. You can't get it from someone else or something else. Let's talk about manifestation. As spiritualists, we know we are not just physical. The first step in manifestation is to realize that you're not just physical, because there is an illusion out there that we are just a physical being, just a body, and when we die, that's it. But that's not really who we are. This is the awakening that many people are experiencing all over the world. Manifesting is a process by which our own personal matrix, our thoughts, emotions, choosing our intentional storyline. Start to put these positive thoughts and emotions, these new storylines, into the universe. We are energy, and we are connected to the universal field. God, infinite intelligent, call it whatever you'd like. But we can choose to be connected or not, because we have free will. The minute you make the choice to be connected, you are the creator of your life. Think of it this way. Think of an apple hanging from a tree. The minute you pick it, then you send it in a box across the ocean and into a warehouse for months before you eat it. That apple, the minute it's taken from the tree, is taken from its power source. So it's not going to have the same taste or the same nutrition than if you ate it right after picking it off the tree. When you are connected to your own personal matrix, then you are connected to your authentic self, of which we create from. There is another part. Just like the tree has roots in the ground, we need to be grounded. Part of our story is that we are in an energetic field. When we were born, our spirit came into our physical body for experiences. To experience this amazing reality. But most often we are not thinking about how powerful our thoughts are. We are not thinking this reality is amazing. People mostly think thoughts like, oh no, look at this terrible world we live in. But what are we really looking at? Is the storyline showing up in our lives? For example, some people say they don't have enough money or they can't find love. So they are very overwhelmed with their storyline. What we have to do to learn is to realize that we are part of creating our storylines. But it's not that we have to feel that we are at fault. We are just awakening to this reality that we are influencing what is showing up in our lives, in our reality, in our matrix. Will there always be things that happen that are outside of your control? Yes, that is guaranteed. But what you do control is how you think and feel, and what you subsequently do about those uncontrollable events. That is how you shape and create your life. There are always people who thrive in times of crisis. Is it because they are lucky? Most likely it is because they choose to see an opportunity as opposed to a disadvantage. What is showing up on the outside of us is a reflection of our inner matrix. And that includes the body, the mind, or what we think about all the time. The emotional state, where we choose to hang out, if we choose to hang out in anger or guilt and shame, and all those lower frequencies, that is a choice. It might not seem like one, but it is a choice. So I ask you, what is your own spiritual or personal matrix? What are you creating in your life with the thoughts you are thinking right now? Do your thoughts serve you? You are the creator of your thoughts. So whatever we create externally is a reflection of our own inner state. Amen.